Now the truth is finally starting to come out. The passing of Pop Smoke is starting to get more clear, and we're finally getting some very serious answers that we have all been waiting for. Rapper Pop Smoke was on track to become one of the biggest rappers of all time due to the success of his album Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. Sadly, after a home invasion, Pop Smoke sadly passed, and while everyone's been wondering on how it truly happened, I finally have those answers for you. Now let's just jump straight into all of this. Now, back in February 19th of the year 2020, it was announced that Pop Smoke sadly passed due to a home invasion involving 4 people breaking into his Airbnb that he was renting for the week. Now these 4 people found out where Pop Smoke was staying due to some Instagram stories that were posted by Pop Smoke and his friend Mike D earlier in the day. In these Instagram stories, he was basically sharing the entire Airbnb's address on some of the receipts of some designer clothing that he had shipped to the house, as well as an Instagram post of Pop Smoke and his friend Mike literally out front in the driveway of this rented Airbnb mansion. They were flexing a G-Wagon as well in this photo, which definitely did attract these 4 individuals. These 4 men went to invade Pop Smoke's Airbnb for all of these designer goods, cash, and maybe even the G-Wagon if they were lucky enough. These 4 men ended up breaching the Airbnb through a 2nd floor balcony as the main doors were locked. These 4 men were also wearing ski masks and gloves as well, which did make the fingerprint process as well as any street cameras evidence pretty tough for the LAPD. Now, one of these 4 men actually was below the age of 18. This certain individual is actually the one who committed the act towards Pop Smoke. Now, according to the report that was released by law enforcement, it did state that this individual admitted that they asked Pop Smoke for the jewelry while he was in the shower, which explains on how these 4 individuals were even able to sneak up on Pop Smoke in the first place. Now, the jewelry that they were actually referring to that they wanted from Pop Smoke was basically a diamond-studded Rolex as well as a Cuban link chain. I can actually show you exactly what the 2 pieces of jewelry looked like due to the Instagram photos that Pop Smoke posted earlier that day. Now, Pop Smoke initially was doing what they asked. Pop Smoke slowly got out of the shower and then slowly started taking off his Cuban link chain. One of the intruders told him thank you while Pop Smoke was handing over the chain, and then that's when Pop Smoke started to defend himself, which started a huge brawl in the bathroom. Pop Smoke was actually able to leave the bathroom at one point, and while making his way down the house hallway, that's when one of the 4 intruders ended up doing the act towards Pop Smoke in the back. When Pop Smoke ended up falling onto the ground during this situation, it was said by one of the females staying with Pop that 2 of the men started kicking Pop Smoke while he was on the ground. Now, while all of this stuff was going on, there was actually a woman staying in the Airbnb with Pop Smoke at this time. She ended up poking her head out of the room that she was staying in to see what was going on, and then that's when some things went south for her as well. All 4 of the individuals that were involved are now looking at facing life in prison, as well as robbery charges in this court case, which will end up affecting their chances at house arrest later on in the future. Now, more details did come out as the woman who was actually staying with Pop Smoke in this Airbnb ended up coming out with many statements. This woman was in a different room while this entire thing was going down. Now, one of the 4 men ended up finding her as well during this entire situation was going down, as she poked her head out and started storming out of her room when she heard a lot of these noises coming from the bathroom, the same bathroom that Pop Smoke was in and was also defending himself in. One of these 4 men ended up finding this woman in the other room, ended up putting a firearm towards her and told her to be quiet and for her to close her eyes. She also mentioned that she saw 2 of the men kicking Pop Smoke while he ended up falling to the ground. And this was before they ended up making a run for it out of the entire house. Now, all of this information is coming out as the individual who remains nameless due to his age actually ended up admitting to doing the act towards Pop Smoke during a recorded interview that he did with a cellmate at a juvenile detention center. He admitted that he was the only one who actually used a firearm that night, which does make the case very easy for sentencing, and I truly believe that these 4 men will be getting sentenced to life in prison for the passing of Pop Smoke. And again, these individuals that were involved in this entire crime actually had no connection towards Pop Smoke. The only reason that they even knew about his location was from these photos that Pop Smoke posted to his Instagram page. These photos shared the entire location of his Airbnb and exactly of where he was staying. What me and millions of others cannot believe is that nobody that was close to Pop Smoke and even just had his phone number reached out to him and told him, hey, you know that you just posted your entire address on your Instagram story to millions of people. Something just honestly does not feel right. And I truly believe that Pop Smoke's own brother is now starting to realize this as well. Now, Pop Smoke's own real life brother ended up making some posts to his own official Instagram page. He started saying that things in this case is just simply not right. Some of the info that's coming out is not matching to what he believes happened, and again, I truly believe with everything he's currently saying. There's a lot of stuff in this case that just simply maybe just doesn't make sense to me, but it might make sense to you. In my eyes, his record label or close friends should have told him about the address being posted to his Instagram page. Also, the fact that these 4 individuals ended up breaking into Pop Smoke's Airbnb through a second floor balcony. I don't really know how that ended up happening either. Now, I would imagine we will be seeing Pop Smoke's brother start to get a lot more involved in this within social media. Now, a lot of things going on behind the scenes in this court case that are now starting to be shared with the public. And now that everybody is aware of who these 4 individuals are, I would assume that the law enforcement will be getting a hold of their cell phones, will be doing a background check within that cell phone using a tool called a data extract, where they can basically get all of the information that was on all of their cell phones, no matter if they deleted it from iMessages or their photos. The law enforcement will be able to bring everything back, and everything they find on those cell phones will be able to be used against them in court. I am just very happy that a lot of things are escalating in this court case. I do hope that these 4 men end up getting served to life in prison for the passing of Pop Smoke, as they made us lose an absolute legend in the music industry over a watch that they originally sold for $2,000. Let me know what you guys think about this situation down below in the comments. If you want more videos like this type of style, leave a like on the video so I'm aware. Anyways, it's been District Trending, and I'm out. Peace.